Hey guys, it's Eli. First, I want to apologize for the dark settings. I'm just in that kind of a mood. I've got the computer light and I was using my cell phone, but it wasn't helping. And the TV kind of being my light in this room because I got all the lights off and everything. So sorry, just my cell phone. So please forgive me. Uh, my wife is on her way home. Yay! After the day I've had, that's awesome. Anyways, so why I'm making this video is to kind of catch up and document about things that were going on and the things I'd mentioned recently that were happening. Um, I had gone and seen an OBGYN, and the OB was going to do a biopsy, a uterine biopsy, which at first, as far as I'd looked up and understood, uterine biopsy meant that he was going to be scraping the inside of my uterus, which didn't sound pleasant. But what he did wasn't any more pleasant. He didn't scrape my uterus. He suctioned my uterus, basically to collect a bigger sample instead of scraping, because they have to scrape and catch almost with this weird little tool, and apparently it's more painful. This this other procedure is like on a level here, and he said my procedure was like on a level like here, like just in frame. He said it was like 10% of what this other one would be. Well, I can't even fucking imagine the other one, because this was just, it was pure hell. And it was total dysphoria and demasculinization all day today. Been having one of those weeks, but beyond all of that, it was just pure hell, and I wouldn't want anybody to go through it. Male, female, androgynous, genderqueer, whatever. Nobody should have to have a tube stuck up their vagina and suction uterine scrapings out. Okay, I'm going to stop getting into detail about that. It was painful. Let me just tell you. As he's doing the procedure, I haven't had a period in a really long time. And when I did have them, I had cramps that doubled me over in pain. Brought so much pain to me that I would get migraines and I'd vomit, and it was just horrible. And I haven't had one in a really long time, and that was what the procedure did to me, was made me feel like I was having those cramps again. And whenever I had those cramps in the past, I always curled up into a ball. I couldn't curl into a ball because he had me propped up with my legs spread open and all that shit. So I just had to sit there and groan and everything. And I heard people say that some doctors like give them a shot for it and whatever. I don't know how he would have given me a shot, because they were like period cramps. I mean, when I went to the hospitals, they could never give me a good shot that would work good enough to get rid of it anyways. I digress. It was painful. I don't ever wish it on anybody. He told me that he wants to do it again in about 2 years so we can, check on the progress. And I was just laughing, like, no, what you don't remember that I'll tell you as soon as you give me the results in a week is that I'm going to be pushing you for a hysterectomy. There's no fucking way I am doing another one of these biopsies. As soon as you give me the results, I'm going to be like, okay, so hysterectomy now, because that's what I want. And he knows I'm trans, so, I mean, he's totally cool about it. He calls me kiddo all the time. He acts like he's like 80, but he's not. He's not that much older than me. I think he just thinks I'm young, which is flattering, let me tell you. So it was a pretty shit day because of that, because of all the dysphoria with that and having to deal with the pain, and then just feeling like shit all day because I'm just getting period cramps and I haven't had them in a long time. And then because of the procedure, I had to use feminine products, and we only have one type of feminine product in the house, similar to the number one. And I haven't had to use one in a really long time, so I was pissed about that as well. And it could be 3 or 4 days before that lets up, so I'm pissed about that as well. Anyways, the good news is that he did say that because I've done the biopsy now, I don't have to worry about the testosterone. It's not going to skew my results anymore, and to go ahead and contact my primary doctor about starting testosterone. So after all this long put off. Hopefully I will be starting testosterone soon. And that is the light at the end of my tunnel right now. So, next Monday I should know the results of the biopsy. So, send your good mojo, your positive thoughts, all that stuff this way, that nothing comes back cancerous, and that it just comes back abnormal is fine with me. I'm cool with abnormal. I don't need normal. I don't need, oh yes, it's just like a woman's vagina, whatever. I don't need that. All I want is it to not say cancer. It's cool with me. So send those positive vibes. Law of attraction. Think positive and you will get the positive. Think negative and you will get the negative. So, and still waiting to hear from my father-in-law about care credit. Because I'm trying to see if he'll co-sign on care credit with me, see what care credit will give me for a limit, and if I could use that to set a surgery date. I did, however, order some new binders from Underworks. I'm going to try the muscle tee ones. They come up, they're not like a lot of the guys' muscle tees that you buy at the store and stuff. I mean, they scoop down really far on your sides, under your arms. These muscle tees come up into the armpit area and cap on my sleeves a little bit more, because my biggest problem with binding with the binder I currently have that I can't really use, it's more of a tank top cut, and so the sides of my breast, because I'm very large chested, the sides of my man chesticles pop out the sides of this tank top sized binder. So I don't know if any other guys have had that issue, or, but anyway, so I ordered this other one. It's a muscle tee. It comes up, so it looks like it comes up high enough into my armpit area that'll hold the sides of my chesticles in. That's what I'm calling them, my man chesticles. So, on a highlight, I did have a really good weekend, or a pretty good weekend. I got to hang out twice with my brother from another mother, Ryan. He's just, you ever click with somebody, like, he's on YouTube. I will stick his, by the other hand, I will stick his info right over here. Go watch Ryan's videos. Okay, but I just, as soon as I met him, like, we clicked, we get along really well. I just like hanging out with him, and I feel like I've known him forever. So, Ryan, love you, man. Thanks for a great weekend. Glad to hear things are going better today. Ryan had a rough weekend. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much Eli's update. Let you know when I start tea. Keep you updated about all this medical jumbo. I want to post more, but I don't really know what to post about. If anybody cares to hear me talk, if you want to hear me talk about any topics or whatever, send me a message, and I will make videos about topics, talk about different things. If there's any collabs out there that you're a part of that you know are looking for somebody, I'd like to jump back into one. I did FTM art collab for a while, and I kind of just fell off of it because my father-in-law went into the hospital with cancer, but I talked to the guy who was running it, and it was all kosher. No hard feelings having to leave it, but Dad is out of the hospital now and at home. He may run one more chemo, but he's technically in remission right now. But they're still searching for a stem cell donor because he has leukemia. Public service announcement time. If you are not a registered stem cell transplant donor, go down to your local blood bank. They can draw blood, and that blood draw will put you into a database to tell you if you're a match for anybody. And it's a very simple procedure. There's no long-lasting effects for you as the donor, but there are so many people out there that have leukemia and bone cancers that just by you being a registered donor, and if you're a match and the donor bank contacts you, then that can give somebody a second chance at life. That's what my father-in-law's waiting on right now. They're running they're running the checks on the registry banks and trying to find a match for my father-in-law. Because his cancer's in remission, his leukemia's in remission, and so now is the time to do the stem cell transplant, or the stem cell, transplant, to give him a longer life. So my daughter, his granddaughter, would really appreciate growing up to be able to know her grandfather. So thank you to anybody out there that is, and anybody that is looking to make a difference in somebody else's life. It's a great way to do it. I don't even have my glasses on. Yep, made this video plenty long enough. Peace out, guys.